Okay, let's do this again because apparently I just shot a 10-minute video and the microphone wasn't even on the whole time. So yeah, we got that green bar popping. So I'm gonna continue again. Gonna continue on from my last video. Since I talked to myself for 5 or 10 minutes after I shot it and said I was done, and then I came back, shot a 10-minute video, and the microphone wasn't on. So here we are again. We're gonna try again. So, what I am going to talk to you here about now is kind of why I got into cryptocurrencies and why it's easy for me to be into cryptocurrencies and kind of day trade them for a living, and just why it's enjoyable for me. So, it all started out when I came across Bitcoin and stuff like that. Like, if you paid attention to my other videos back in like 2014, I came across it, and I was buying them on Coinbase for a while, and then I came across a couple users on some forums who were talking about their Coinbase accounts being just frozen for no reason, and it kind of made me really sketchy of the whole company and the situation because you don't really have your wallet keys or anything like that. So I left Coinbase, and I still refuse to this day to go back to them. But so I went to localbitcoins.com, and I found a really reputable seller from there, and I started dealing with him all the time. And he was actually someone who went to college right around where I lived, and he had a dorm there, and he would commute from his house to college every weekend and drive like right past me. So we would meet like right by where I would live, and I would buy the coins from there. And after a couple months, we would sit and talk for like 5-10 minutes at a time, and just he would tell me like random stuff about the markets, what's going on with Bitcoin, and that was about it. And then the one time he told me about something called Ethereum, and he was talking about how some guy that he knew was telling him it was going to be the next big thing and to invest in it now and all that. So I went and looked into it, and I downloaded the wallet and ended up buying like 20-30 Ethereum, like when it was like $6 or $7. I was not really getting too much into it because I had no idea what it was, and I was like, okay, this might go up to like $10-12. I don't understand. Okay, yeah. So I invested in it then, pretty much completely forgot about it, let it sit in my wallet, and I completely forgot I even had the wallet on my computer. And then we come to the earlier this year, probably about February, March, when Ethereum starts getting a little bit of a rise. And and then I remembered that I had some Ethereum coins, and I went back to my wallet to open it, and I couldn't remember my password to get into it. So that was my first situation. Was I was just trying all these different passwords, but I only have like 5 or 6 passwords. But the only thing is, I just had a bunch of numbers on them, so I kind of had to just play around with a bunch of numbers. Eventually, I figured it out, got into my wallet, had my Ethereum, and then saw that it was definitely a higher number than what I had put into it in the first place. And then all of a sudden, I was pretty interested in this whole cryptocurrency thing. Uh, I did dabble around in stocks a little bit. I was always interested in stocks, like in high school and stuff like that. I never really purchased a ton of them. I bought maybe about $1,000 or $2,000 in stocks and traded them around. Uh, then I cashed all those out, and then pretty much cryptocurrencies is exactly like stocks for the most part. So you can trade it and hold it, and it's going to accumulate wealth if you pick the right one. So you could do this instead. And I feel like the stock market, on a good day, on a good year, you're going to make what a cryptocurrency can make on a good hour. So on a good, I would say good day, because I mean, if you're not going to trade like a random altcoin, if you're going to hold Bitcoin, you might make like 5%. So a year to a day ratio. So I could hold Bitcoin for a year. You could hold a stock for a 10 or 365 years, and we'll come out with the same thing. But so I started looking into these cryptocurrencies, and what I saw about them was that it was just a booming market. Everything was growing compared to where it was. You would look to a month ago, 2 months ago, and you would see that they're 5-10 times more than what they were, and it was crazy. So I started just investing in them, and it made it really easy for me to invest because I also was a gambler. And well, I still do gamble, but I don't do as much gambling. I was very big into sports gambling, like daily sports, like fantasy, pretty much fantasy sports, whatever. So and I was very good at it, and I was making a lot of money. So I pretty much quit my job and did that, and now I got into doing Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading and continue doing that as my job. So now having the gambling aspect of it kind of made it a lot easier for me because I kind of didn't look at putting my money into cryptocurrencies as a loss, because from gambling, you pretty much have to look at money as nothing more than paper to begin with. And when you put your money into something in gambling, you got to pretty much just assume you're burning it anyway. So that's the same outlook I had on cryptocurrencies. I'm going to throw money here, I'm going to throw money there, and if it sticks, it sticks. And you write it off as a loss as soon as you put money out in the first place if you're a gambler. So that's the same aspect and outlook I had on cryptocurrencies. So I just started investing little by little, and it was growing. So I told some friends that I would invest for them, and if they lost anything, I would guarantee I would pay it back with my own money, because I guaranteed that they would not lose anything. And now I just run some of their money with my money, and I keep their money separate from mine. I keep theirs more solid. I just hold theirs in coins because I'm not going to gamble with their money, because that's not worth it for me to pay them back out of my money for money that I could have just let grow in the first place. But so that's what I do. I'll day trade my money, and it makes it just really easy if you don't look at the money that you're putting into these ICOs and these coins as any sort of a loss or gain or anything like that. You're just writing off something that you're willing to lose. If you have maybe zero point 0.2 Bitcoin or 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.003 Bitcoin or however much you're willing to lose without really caring, you can put it into these, and it just should never matter. And that's something that I do. I'll invest in random ICOs that I don't even remember. Definitely things that I read about, but I'll forget that I invested in it, and then I'll get an email about the coins are being released now, or your tokens are being released. You can log in and get them, or they've been sent to your account. I'll log into my Ether wallet, and I'll just see all these random coins. I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot I did buy a few of those. And then you go look at their price on CoinMarketCap, and you'll see that they're up 3-4 times from what you purchased it at. And I'll be like, oh, I just put 1 Ethereum into here, and now I could trade this out for 3 Ethereum. And I mean, everybody has their own outlook, their own, at the end of the day, how you're going to sleep. If you're going to lay there with your eyes wide awake because you held onto your Bitcoin and you didn't sell them, or you sold your Bitcoin and didn't hold them. And at the end of the day, my main goal is to just make some money, and my main goal is to accumulate Bitcoin. So if I see an opportunity where I can sell for a profit, I'm going to sell for a profit. And I know there's people out there who are going to just buy, and they're going to hold a coin until the end of dawn when the coin hits its maximum potential, and then they'll sell it maybe. But you also run the risk of that coin falling apart and never making it anywhere further. And what you run into is a lot of these coins are run on the Ethereum network. They're ERC20 tokens, which puts all everything on the Ethereum network, the Ethereum blockchain. If Ethereum falls apart, then all of those ERC20 tokens also fall apart and collapse with it. And that leads to a whole situation where everybody could lose all of their money. And I just don't think everybody wants to do that. And if you end up holding your coins and not paying attention to the markets and what's going on and the whole crypto sphere and space, then you could possibly lose all your money if you don't trade at the right time. So that's one of the reasons why I made this channel, and one of the reasons why I try to help everybody get into cryptocurrencies, and as well as keep up with the news and everything else that's going on with cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to try to keep up with some ICO reviews and everything coming up. I'm going to try to just do as much as I can. I'm definitely not going to be taking a long break like I just took. I'm going to be trying to keep up with the whole situation going through October, through this whole 2x fork, through the Bitcoin gold situation. And I'm going to just try to keep giving out daily, every other day, maybe even a couple videos a day. Just trying to build up a user base and trying to build up a little bit of knowledge for everybody. And the only thing I can really say is after you watch my videos, go out and watch everybody else's videos, because every little bit of information you can pick up is just going to benefit you in the long run. Because I know that's what I'm going to be doing after this. I'm going to be watching more people's videos, because everybody has 2 cents. And if you get all those 2 cents, Bitcoins at one point were 2 cents, and look where it gets you now. So every little bit of 2 cents can be an accumulated wealth. Have a great day.